Good afternoon, everybody. And at the outset, I'm indeed grateful to the organizers for inviting me for this award. To be very honest, in my last 30 plus years of being in the board, and it's about 54 years I've been in education, I've always been scared to get an award. Because an award is not a celebration. An award is a responsibility. The moment you get an award, people start looking at you and what is that you are going to deliver. Right? So I have always been very scared of getting an award, but when Mr. Brimham called me and said that we are wanting to have a Transformational Leader in Education award for you. Well, whether I deserve it or not, the concept of transformation is absolutely essential in the current dynamics. In my 50 years, I've seen a number of transformations right from the days in 70s, late 70s, when a computer was introduced under the, the Government of India class project, to today, when I find that there is a huge conflict between digital natives and digital immigrants, because the children who are born today are totally digital natives. A child of 6 months or a year is absolutely being introduced to the computer, and I could see even my own grandson, 6 months old, when my son put him across the computer, I was really excited, right? And the way that things are happening today, the transformation is absolutely challenging to the entire teacher education community. Our friend on the stage was talking about the police, DCP was talking about the kind of changes that your challenges that you have in the field of education. Now, to me, the last few decades of challenge have not been very major, but the challenges we are going to face in the next 1 or 2 decades is going to be absolutely mind-boggling, because the irrelevance of knowledge is haunting us rather than the relevance of knowledge. The speed with which the knowledge is becoming irrelevant today, because they say the half-life period of knowledge is absolutely, 3 or 4 weeks. Knowledge is becoming, skills are becoming redundant in 3 to 4 weeks. So the speed with which the education system has to cope with the changes, the speed with which my teachers have got to educate themselves is absolutely mind-boggling and is going to be very challenging. So we are now moving to a situation with the knowledge in, information inundation that's happening across, with your computers opening up gateways to knowledge all across the world. Now, any amount of training that's being caused to, facilitate to the learners, the teachers is going to be absolutely inadequate. All that what we need is a society where people will be self-learners, immaterial of the fact whether you are a student in a school or whether you are a person in the 80s. The challenge is going to be, are you a self-learner? So the two important aspects with the national policy, which is articulated, which I think is completely relevant today, is self-learning and self-directed learning, right? And that's going to be the change. That's the major transformation that we are going to have. And therefore, the way the role play of the schools is going to be changing. The classical model of school systems will undergo a change, where probably Americanization of education, just like you shop everything, you will be able to shop education also in the days to come. Americanization of education is really going to haunt us with gateways of knowledge opening through. So probably we will have to rethink how do we deliver a curriculum. We will have to rethink how do we articulate the pedagogy. Our friends were talking about health education and the importance of emotional intelligence in the school. I think that's a very important topic, because the last couple of days I've been talking about the mental health and well-being of students in school. Because our old days when we had an education system, the objective of learning was to produce who we call a Sthita Prajna, one who was really strong in his own self. Today the whole problem is we have become victims of a consumerist society. From material consumerism, we are moved towards emotional consumerism today. And that's a big challenge our children are going to face. Therefore, I think our whole objective of education has got to undergo a dramatic change, in the sense that we will have to import the best of knowledge that we have globally, but at the same time, we need to stand strong on our roots. Early days, we used to say that very Rigveda, beautiful statement, Ano Badraha Ritvo Intu Vishotaha. Let noble thoughts come to us from every corner of the world. We will keep our, our mind's eyes open for that. But at the same time, we need to be conscious, contextual to what's happening here and now. And very beautifully, our friend Mark said, but the AI is not merely artificial intelligence. AI is all inclusivity. I think that is the essence of the education. I'm really thankful to the organizers for having invited me. In the process of transformation, it is not me, you, but the entire school system. Not only school system, all the auxiliary systems will have to be a part of the whole thing. Thank you for opportunity. I wish that we walk together and grow together. Thank you.